All right, we want to bring in Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes right now to the conversation.
Yeah, so Khalif, when the FTC makes moves like this and they look at their guidelines, it seems like such a quick decision to us, but how in depth do they go into researching each deal before they come out with their decision?
With surgical precision. I mean, to a pin, I would say they're 9 out of 10 in the last decade. So that's how, but they have let 90 other ones grow through without deciding to take action. So they cherry pick the ones that they can win. And when they find the ones that they can win, that they believe it will be unfair competition, that they believe has broken one of the 11 guidelines listed in that 50+ page instruction that shows them how they should determine if a merger will create unfair competition. Once they go through that process, it's just like a criminal conviction in the government side in the federal case, 90+% conviction rate. They are 9 out of 10. And that last one that they lost was not because the argument was not there. They just picked the wrong strategy. Instead of going after what they did in all these other 9, which they used in this one, they went after this geographical approach. And because the geographical approach was something that was kind of successful in the 80s, they decided that that was not the angle they can go, and just go at prices, go at competition, go at the normal tried and tested ways. 9 out of 10 is pretty good.
All right, so when you're looking at the North Carolina hospital system here, you have 2 big ones. You have Novant and Atrium, where you see that now these investors are then buying up rural areas and rural hospitals. So how can the FTC now combat the market that's naturally already coming together?
It contemplates that in the merger guidelines. It says, I want to say it's number 7. It says when merger is starting to look like something that is naturally occurring, how do you weigh and balance that scale? And you have to determine if natural mergers are something that exists, and if it will stifle competition. But you just have to look at the research. You have to look at the numbers. One thing the guy mentioned in that piece that we had in the beginning, he said, I like the name recognition that comes with Novant. So there's a good and a bad thing with that, because when you're looking at these mergers, it's something called a horizontal merger, a vertical merger, or a cross merger. When you have a horizontal merger, it's that I grabbed a company that did something that I didn't do, and now I've acquired them, so now we can offer more services. When we have a vertical merger, it's like, you know what, we're going to do something totally different, that we're all offering the same thing, but we'll be able to scale it up and do a greater opportunity. And then that cross one is where you're saying, there's people do it in Virginia, there's people that do it in Georgia, and then we're doing it in North Carolina, and we want to merge those 3. All 3 offer different types, and all 3 are mergers that naturally happen. But the biggest goal is if you're creating these big conglomerates, these big monopolies, the Sherman Act, the Clayton Act, they're there to stop that from happening, because at some point you could just have 1, or you could just have 2, and now you have no choice. And so when it's an emergency situation, you're not deciding based on cost, you're deciding based on emergency. But when it's everyday care, you are deciding on cost. And if you only have 2 to choose from, your cost options are limited, because now they can just look at the 2. If you have 4 or 5 or 6, now you have multiple choices and multiple options. It's just like a grocery store. You may go to Harris Teeter for this, you may go to Publix for this, or Whole Foods, but if you only had 1, that one company could decide what groceries could be in your entire community, which would now be devastating. It's the same approach to the hospital.
That's a really good analogy.
Yeah, it is, with the products in addition to the prices. So with this decision, I mean, it's not a decision, right? Novant backed out because they saw the writing on the wall. But do these things ever get overturned?
I mean, overturned, like you said, they have to cherry pick the ones they can win. So when you cherry pick the ones you can win, they don't have unlimited resources. And so when the FTC decides that we're going to go after this one, yeah, the U.S. District Court decided that this was a decision that the merger could go forward. And then a few days later, the Court of Appeal decided that it couldn't. So the next step is, yes, they could go to the Court of Appeals. But then you got folks that are looking at the beans, they're counting and deciding, well, how many more beans can we put in this fight to say, you know what, it's really not worth it? Is it worth us to spend, hundreds and thousands of dollars of fighting this litigation? Or could we just say, you know what, we'll wait for another day.
Find somewhere else.
Find somewhere else. And so who gets hurt in the middle is the customer or the patient in this case. But I would say that it's rare that they decide to step in, even though it has affected this community, even though they were looking forward to getting these 2 hospitals to come under Novant's umbrella, which would bring a lot more resources and a lot more credibility and accountability. The FTC saw something when they looked at this document that they thought that it would encourage or discourage competition, which is they are not wanting to have.
I have to say, there's so much here. I will clip this, Morgan's story, and all of this, and be on Queen City News on our website, qcnews.com, for you to be able to take a look. All right. Thanks, Khalif.